Propaganda, it's a word that gets thrown around a lot. But what is it, really? In simple terms, propaganda is like a sneaky friend trying to sell you something you don't need. It's biased information, carefully packaged to influence your opinions and actions. Propaganda isn't always about selling you a product. Sometimes it's about selling you an idea, a belief, or even a political candidate. It's everywhere in advertising, news, politics, and even in our daily conversations. The goal to bypass your critical thinking and appeal directly to your emotions. Think of it like a Jedi mind trick, but instead of a wave of a hand, it's a carefully crafted message designed to make you think, feel, or act in a certain way. And trust me, it's more common than you think. Remember that time you bought those new sneakers just because your favorite athlete endorsed them? That, my friends, is propaganda in action. It played on your admiration for that athlete, making you believe that owning those shoes would bring you closer to their success. Propaganda often uses emotional appeals to bypass your logic. It might tug at your heartstrings with a heartwarming story or stoke your fears with alarming statistics. Take, for example, those political ads that show a candidate surrounded by adorable children. The message? This candidate is family-oriented and trustworthy. But wait, don't let those cute kids fool you. Propaganda often uses emotional manipulation to distract you from the facts. It's like a magician using smoke and mirrors to divert your attention from the real trick. Now, let's equip you with some tools to spot propaganda. One common technique is the bandwagon effect. Remember those jeans everyone was wearing in high school? You probably wanted a pair too, right? That's the bandwagon effect. The idea that if everyone's doing it, it must be right. Then there's glittering generalities using vague, positive words to evoke emotions without providing any real substance. Make America great again. Sounds good, right? But what does it actually mean? That's the thing with glittering generalities. They sound appealing, but lack concrete details. Another sneaky tactic is the testimonial. Remember those weight loss ads featuring celebrities claiming miraculous results? That's the power of the testimonial. We're more likely to believe something if someone we admire endorses it. Let's not forget fear appeals, using fear to persuade you. Think of those anti-smoking ads showing the gruesome effects of smoking. They're designed to scare you straight. And finally, there's scapegoating, blaming a personal group for problems to divert attention from the real issues. It's a classic tactic used to divide and conquer. So, how can you protect yourself from the insidious influence of propaganda? First, channel your inner skeptic. Question everything. Don't just accept information at face value, especially if it comes from sources known to have a bias. Next, play detective. Fact-check everything. With the internet at your fingertips, there's no excuse for blindly believing everything you read. Look for evidence from reputable sources to support the claims being made. Remember, propaganda thrives on emotional manipulation, so be aware of your emotions. If something is making you overly angry, fearful, or excited, take a step back and examine why. Finally, diversify your information diet. Don't just rely on a single source for news and information. Expose yourself to diverse perspectives to get a more balanced view. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding the techniques of propaganda, you can become a more discerning consumer of information and protect yourself from its manipulative grasp.